Hello and welcome to this Inspiring City podcast. We're here today in the Basement Space Gallery, which is a really cool gallery that we like spending a lot of time in, and the show is Pork Loin Roast and the artist is Sr.X. I've got it right, haven't I?
Yeah, you got it right.
And with me today, it's not just your good self that we're going to be speaking to. I've got Greg Key, who is the gallery guru from this part of town.
Great to see you, great to be here.
So, Pork Loin Roast, what's it about?
Well, the show is about, basically it's the painting is the way that I have to express my feelings. My feelings are a little bit like this. Half of the show it talks about the society, the way that things work in the world or how I feel it works. And another half of the show it talks more about the relations between people and the relations about people with themselves.
And a lot of the pictures here, because I mean, you say it like that, but you've sort of got to see it to understand really what you mean. Because a lot of the imagery is, 1950s pop culture type work, which you've taken, you've reproduced, and exhibited in a whole bunch of different ways. Some of it is quite abstract, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I really like to work with that kind of imagery because I think that represents really, really good the society, because if you look at them, you can tell straight away that they are really fake smiles, fake sensations, fake feelings, and I think that's what all this world is about. So I like to take that with a little tweak or a bigger tweak and going a little bit surrealist or something like that, express what I want to say.
Yeah, because if you look at some of these works, these people in these pictures you could think they're living the perfect life, they're living the dream sort of thing, happy women hoovering carpets and stuff like that, the sort of pictures that you might see in the 1950s, but actually there's something a bit darker going on underneath.
Yeah, and it's incredible because, they are from the 60s, all those images, but if you put that in today's context, it's the same in Facebook or Instagram. It's all fake lives. You always have the best smile in the pictures. You are always traveling to the Greek islands or whatever, but the reality is not that.
So they're pretending to sort of put over an image and saying, "Look at me, guys. This is it in this social media world. We're living the dream." But actually, everyone's not. Everyone's not okay sometimes. So, Greg, you've been in Basement Space for a while now. What was it that...
It's been almost a year now. It's been almost a year. On the 10th is our 1 year anniversary.
Is that right? The 10th of September?
Indeed. From Underhand was on the September 10th.
Should I be saying happy birthday to you?
Birthday,
happy birthday. Should we just do a quick high five to basically say, there you go, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. So, Sr.X, what was it that you liked about his work? Why are you exhibiting here?
Why are we exhibiting this? Because we've always liked Senior's work. We saw the collaborations that he was doing with Zabu before. We followed Zabu for a while, and we've over the last year become friends. And we've always wanted to put on an exhibition of. We love the social commentary that he does. It is something different. It is not okay. Everything is not okay in the world. And we thought that it was time for Senior to exhibit with us.
So there's a little bit of work. It's a mixture of of pieces. Tell me about. Is there any particular pieces that stand out for you and why?
What would stand out for me and why? Would it?
Conveniently, Greg at this point gets up and moves around, literally away from the microphone. But we can have a conversation. We can keep on.
I really like that destroy piece.
So the destroy piece is two women. It looks like a mother and child, and the child has got a really ecstatically happy face, but she's doing some form of hand signal, and then cut into her arm is the word destroy.
I think it's a striking image. It's a very striking image, very bold image, as well as the pork loin roast. I very much like that image. But just because we've dealt with that image so much over the course of the advertising, it's just really grown on to me.
So the Pork Loin Roast is two people, again, using 50s, 60s imagery and they're sort of having a good conversation, and one of them's like throwing a petrol bomb or something like that. Is that how it is?
Yeah. It's the happy family, and they're really, really happy. But at the end, what they wanna do is destroy the world and say fuck off to all the rest.
There's some other sort of striking pictures here. So there's a number of works, and actually I've seen it in your street work as well. And you use this sort of, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a blue thing or a pink.
The squidgy cloud. That's what I like to do.
Exactly. We were talking earlier before we decided. You say everyone's got a different description for this blue thing. Greg, you just call it a squidgy. I just call it some random cloud thing.
My friends like to call it umoko. That is a word made with two Spanish words. That is smoke and snot. That is humo and moco. So they make umoko.
So we've got some imagery with some happy people hugging, essentially, or interacting with smoke and snot. What is it when you think about those works, Greg? Those sort of quite abstract pieces that Sr.X does.
It's been a little bit hard for me to get my head around these works on them. The relation that people have with themselves and their perceptions of themselves, of other people, their perceptions of what that is, and it's that elusiveness, that kind of it's not a tangible.
I like it because it could be anything.
I want to keep that thing open to interpretations. I don't want to say what it is, but maybe it's because I don't really know what it is for me. It's something that came from the back of my mind, and I was trying to find a way to express it, but I think that is pretty graphic. For everyone can mean something different.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fine that I have my own interpretation of what
Yeah,
this sort of
really
blue snotty thing is. And Greg, you'll be the same.
I was actually sitting here discovered this, I think, will be my best piece on here. Take me, an erotic quest for idyllic love, with some bubbles. Tell me, how can you be so fucking beautiful and so fucking wrong? Perfect, that's now my favourite piece.
I tell you what, and I've seen, and the piece that we're actually looking at is some looks like a train conductor from the 60s, and he's kissing. If it was a normal picture, he'd be kissing some girl, but instead of the girl, it is a pink smoke or a pink smog. That's what it is. And then behind this piece of work, there's a lot of typography, but it's typography that and imagery again from the 50s, 60s that you've recreated, in there, and you've put it wrong. And there's a lot going on in these pictures.
Yeah. Those ones, I really like the backgrounds because it's just something that if you see the overall picture, you don't realize, but you can spend a lot of time to just look into the details and going into it, and I select them pretty carefully, so everything gets a story. So I think that it works in some levels, well, I really like it.
The show is Pork Loin Roast. That's the name of the show. It's in Basement Space, which is in Dalton. Greg, tell me how long is it lasting from? Where is the gallery?
This is the gallery. So we are 5D Stoke Newington Road, N16BH. This will be running from tonight till the 11th, so till next Sunday, and we are open 12 to 7 every single day.
Cool, excellent. And you just come down and sort of have a look and see the sort of and buy shit. And buy shit, absolutely right, of course. All right, guys, thanks so much. Great talking to you, and I'll see you later.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, man.